Well, afternoon, YouTubers. Wednesday? Maybe. Might be Tuesday. Anyway, it's the day. Well, I dragged my body back in, well, the truck body, from the carport. My friend helped me slide it back on, get some final measurements, find out where it's going to get glued. See, I got the wipers on, I got the headlights on, side markers, another side marker for turn signal, and I printed up a couple of wedges on my 3D printer, and that's for some really cool looking helix driving lights I found on a Isuzu Trooper. And I grabbed the wiring harness. They will get mounted right down here. The housing will get glued on, and I cut the hole on the outside and lined everything up and smoothed it out. And you can see I did a little cleaning up. I put the winch back in there with all its accessories and junk. Just get them out of my way. Hung up my LED light. Right at the moment, I have a Volkswagen van wiper assembly. Not sure if it's going to fit. I do have an alternative, which I may try out. Some mounts for the dash on each side. Headlight buckets. Got rubber seals on them. This is the main fuse panel box from the engine compartment of the Subaru. It would be getting mounted down in the footwell. And this is the main harness that comes up to the dashboard. Stupid telephone. And the front has the headlights, driving lights, parking lights, horns, and also the fans. So I'm going to have to extend the fan to the back. The only other thing to extend from here is the battery cable and the AC compressor cable plug. So they'll just go right over to the tunnel and right back to the radiator and engine. I put the side covers in. They're from the Ford Ranger. You can see the floor is all welded up. Need to go up underneath and weld the center to the angle iron that I need to finish welding up the back of the cab. Then that can be sealed. There's the Subaru engine. Cleaned up a little bit back here. Still got a lot more to go. I took the covers off the sides and the back, stuck those out in the carport. I'm going to be doing some mechanical work and flooring and all kinds of stuff. A lot more to go. I'm going to have to make a new corner for the rear cab. I'll make a rounded piece out of fiberglass and glass it in. But you can see the wheels fit inside the wheel wells. So that's about it. Got some work to do on the floor. Once the body's glued in, the floor will get extended up to the cab for bracing it. Both sides on here will have hatches, so I can get to the fuse panel. Driving lights look like they're going to have to go up a little bit higher or down lower if I want to put them underneath the floor. Right now they're just propped up with the wiper motor. But this takes care of the front wiring harness right up to the dashboard. Just need to extend the alternator cover, AC, and the 2 fan motor plugs. Probably a thermostat too. That's probably in there. Yeah. Anyhow, it's coming along. Windshield's flat. I've gotten a few pretty outrageous prices for glass. I may have to try and locate a better source. There's my wood windshield, which I use as a template to get the glass made. So she's coming along. This is my Volkswagen Subaru Pusher Flatbed Frankenstein. This will be carrying my 3-wheelers. I have a Honda Goldwing trike I converted with a Jaguar rear end. I have that 3-wheel car I built about 12 years ago using a Subaru 6-cylinder 2.7 5-speed 3-wheeler. And I have the Volkswagen trike. Now you may have noticed that I have a tow hitch on the front and the back. This is a working truck. This way I can move my trailers around a lot easier, just hook them up in the front and drive them in. I will have to do some modifications to the rear suspension. I noticed that one of the upper control arms I made is sitting a little crooked. Still got a slight leak on the air system for the airbags. Haven't found it. Might end up redoing the whole system. The bed's going to get welded in eventually. Right now it's just sitting there for storage. There's the other door. There's one door. You can see the metal bracing I've got trimmed to get tacked up and glassed in there. But I might end up using wood and glass the wood in. So that's the schedule. Starting to look like a truck again. At the moment, the door will be hinged on the post here and here. I picked up some removable hinges which they use on the Bradley GT with door windows. So the doors will be attached, there'll be a ram to hold it open, and they'll be removable if I so want it. But she's coming along, so that's about it. I've been blabbering for 8 minutes. There's the sunroof up there. The wiring harness for the third brake light, dome light. Most of the wiring harness is set up for the engine already. It's actually in the compartment behind the engine, which is the floor. Pretty much stock position. Okay, so I'm out of here. Have a good day. Keep on building. You dream it, build it. Takes time, but it's fun. Sayonara. Frankenstein, Volkswagen, Subaru, Pusher. Yeah, that's a good name. Okay, bye.